guys, welcome back once again to another episode of Saying It Just the Way It Is. And guys, please disregard because today we are outdoor and I felt like I should just use this opportunity to come here and make this video briefly with the natural light and the natural weather. So I'm out and about in the park, okay, right here in the city of Port Harcourt. So guys, I felt like some things currently needed to be talked about, some things needed to be addressed. And disclaimer here, this is not me trying to berate, discourage or disregard anyone here, any country, but this is me coming out to state things categorically the way it is. If you've been following me for quite some time now, you will know that I am one person that always come out with the courage, right, to say things the way it is to inspire, motivate, captivate not just you but your spirit, your soul and your body. And yes guys, a lot has been going on the street of YouTube, and it has always been a thing for Nigeria and Ghana. It's been a long battle, a long banter between Nigerians and Ghana for the longest time, for almost every single thing, right? And I feel like what will it look like if I don't come out here to give my 2 cents, to give my opinion on the Nigeria-Ghana kind of thing? Please pardon me if this video is definitely going to be a bit lengthy because I feel like it's worth talking about, and I just need to do this so that we can clear the air, particularly for myself, for my channel, and for what I represent, okay? So sit back, relax, and listen to the end so that you would understand where I'm coming from before you actually, leave comments, right? But I promise at the end of the day, you're definitely going to be happy that you listened to me today. So like I was saying, personally, before I came into the Ghana Nigerian content creation niche, I never ever, even though I know that the country Ghana and other West African countries existed, I never knew so much about the good people of Ghana, the country Ghana. I was never caught in the act of looking at what Ghana is all about. So it was in the process of me researching on YouTube, I came to see some content creators in the niche of creating good content, right, in promotion and exposition of the country Ghana. Just as we have people all over the world as content creators talking about Nigeria, talking about Ghana, talking about South Africa, talking about Kenya. So there are people that definitely has taken it upon themselves as creators to always come up online on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, name it, to expose this country. And the thing is, most of them talk or speak in the negative about other countries, while some choose to speak in the positive, right? So following up, I just got to look deep, look closer about the country Ghana, and through my sister Lily and others, I watched a lot of videos about Ghana. Very well, I began to develop interest about Ghana. Before now, I never had interest about Ghana, even though, like I said, I know Ghana exists, right? I was just particular and concerned about my country, Nigeria, South Africa, Western countries, London, America, name it, until Ghana caught my interest. And since then, I keyed into the idea and momentum of, okay, why not research more about the country Ghana? Look at what Ghana has going on for themselves, right? In terms of education, infrastructure, hospitals, and name it. Just like I see people create content around that niche. And that was how the inspiration, the motivation, the idea of creating content around Ghana or the motherland Ghana came to me. And since then, I must say that I have been trying my best beyond every reasonable doubt to put out content without bias, without sentiment about these two countries. And I can tell you for free that the reactions I get most times from my dear country Nigeria, and sometimes some citizens in Ghana, right, baffles me a lot and most times encourages me to even go further, right? Now, this is where I am coming from in this aspect of my content creation. And one thing I told myself is, in as much as naturally or personally, I am very, very positive, and I cleave towards positive energy. I told myself that I was definitely going to focus more on positivity in terms of showing what Ghana has and looking at what Nigeria has, exposing it, so that if Nigeria has it going on well, the whole world will see. If they don't have it going on well, the whole world will see, and they also will see and know that yes, this is where they are lagging behind and they should sit up and do better. And if you've been following me, you can attest to the fact that that is what I've been doing most times. I say it raw. There are some things that Nigeria flops or Nigeria doesn't even have going on, or they don't even do it well. I still come out, I talk about it, regardless of how my citizens will feel, because I believe that is how it is and that is the bitter truth, right? So guys, I will not want to go in depth to tell you the backlash the disagreement that I get from even my citizens, Nigerians. Most of them, leave me negative comment, negative feedback, because they always want me to sugarcoat things. They always want me to fine-tune things to suit them. And also, when it comes to Ghana, right, I say it and I show you just the way it is. Most times too, I might not get enough clip to back it up at the moment I'm doing my research. So I just get the best I can, put them together and, expose for the country Ghana and expose for the country Nigeria. And this has been going on for quite a long time. And I must say at this point, the positive feedback I get is very encouraging compared to the negative feedback. And that's why I said, okay, I will definitely continue and see where we get to at the end of the day. Guys, just as we know that Ghanaians are very emotional, very observant, they are very calm, cool, coordinated, and humble people, very observant. I have said this here. I have taken my time to observe them. I have taken my time to look at the citizens of Ghana, how they behave. And personally, I am one person that is very, very observant to my environment, to the people around me, to what I do. So when I notice any energy, whether negative or positive, I perceive it from afar. And most times, I feel it's better for me to come outside and address things or say things just the way it is. Now, one thing I've come to realize that is definitely one of the major problems, or that's been the problem for the people of Ghana and Nigeria, is that when it comes to Nigeria, majority of Nigerians are always arrogant, hateful, and disrespectful to the people of Ghana, right? On the aspect of the citizens of Ghana, few of them also do bear hate and grudge towards Nigeria, right? And that is where this energy of the banter, the disagreement, the hatred between Nigeria and Ghana online, I said online, actually is. So if it definitely exists offline, I cannot say because I've not experienced it. But when it comes to me personally, I would say so far, the love I've gotten from the people of Ghana outweighs the hate that most people, whether in disguise to be Ghanaians or definitely Ghanaians, throw to me, right? And I have studied as well, like I said, I have observed that when it comes to this YouTube space, there are still some particular set of Ghanaians, right, that definitely stand on the grounds of hate, encourage hate, promote hate, and feed on hate. I've seen it, but I choose to ignore because personally, I don't believe in hatred. I believe in love because the Bible says love conquers all things, right? And because I have people who are positive-minded like me, I focus on them and do the things I do, right? But that does not mean that there are no individuals for Ghana that do not, dwell in hate. They are there. And it is left for them to stand by what they represent, okay? I am not interested in whatsoever anybody tries to promote, anybody tries to put out there. But what I am interested in standing for nothing but the bitter truth. That's why if a Nigerian come to my comment section to drag, to belittle, insult a Ghanaian, most times even when they use this language of common Ghana, I do not take it lightly with any Nigerian. Because one thing I hate is citizens disrespecting each other as individuals, as citizens, and as, a country. Because when you insult a country, you call a country ordinary, common, it's an insult to that country, from the president to the least citizen in that country. And I do not condone such. It does not have to do with just Ghana alone. Any country in Africa, any country in the world deserves respect. And that is what I stand to represent. And that's why when people do things negatively or do things wrongly, I handle it individually. I correct and react to you individually to tell you that that thing you are doing personally, individually, is wrong. I don't generalize it. So when it comes to Ghana, Nigerian banter, guys, I want to say of a truth, there is hate and there is love, right? There are people from Nigeria, majorly, that dwell on hate. They don't want to hear anything about Ghana. They don't want to even, perceive anything about Ghana. But definitely, there are also people from Nigeria, including myself, that as I have picked interest in Ghana, that are interested in the positive, the good aspect of the country Ghana and the good people of Ghana. And they dwell on love. And that is where I stand, right? If you ask me, I will tell you, I stand for nothing but love, positivity, over hate, over grudge, over disunity. You get what I mean? So that is to clear the air on the banter between Nigeria and Ghana. Because to me, I see no sense when it comes to mature individuals, adults, dragging each other on mere things that do not even matter. Like as bad as schools, like as bad as food, as bad as infrastructures, as bad as wealth, mineral resources. What are we dragging from? The things Ghana have are the things they have. Citizens they have are the citizens they have. Their characteristics, their attitude, their culture is definitely solely based on how they are naturally created by God, and they are totally and quite different from Nigerians and other West African countries. The same thing goes for Nigeria. Nigerians are whom they are, individually, country-wise, citizenship-wise, nature-wise, culture-wise, name it. You cannot bring the two to be one. But the only thing that can make us come together, relate together, interact together, marry together, grow together, improve together as countries in West Africa is what? Love, peace, and unity. I just pray that you understand what I mean, right? So when it comes to negativity, when it comes to disrespect, I am totally against it. I will not condone any Ghanaian bringing Nigerian down. I will not condone any Nigerian bringing Ghanaian down, or any country in West Africa, even in any part of the world. So that being said, I just pray we understand these things. Okay, moving on to the other side, which is the Nigerian government and the Ghanaian government. Their way of politics and their politics in general is a total different ball game altogether. And as an adult, as an individual, I totally understand that every country is different in terms of how they play their politics. And I have said this time to that number that I am not a politician, neither am I interested in political issues, right? So when I came into this space as well, I started creating content based on what Ghana have, Nigeria have, and I never meant in any way or form to misinterpret, to misconstrue, or to bring two opposition party in terms of their Ghana politics, against each other. I never and will never mean that. Just like, let's take for instance, so many citizens that are not Nigerians, that are not Ghanaians, most times come out to create content around the government of Ghana, the government of Nigeria, right? The things Ghana have going on, the things Nigeria have going on. Even the white people make content concerning these things. I see no reasons why an adult that is matured will begin to take things personal and begin to feel a certain way that you are encouraging the opposition party, or you're encouraging the president that we do not like. Like, for God's sake, we have a president already in Nigeria, in the person of His Excellency Sir Ahmed Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, who is our president. We Nigerians already have enough, right, dealing with our own president. And anyone who definitely feels a certain way, positive or negative or contrary to my own perception about my own president or our own leaders, it's not in my position to begin to take things out personal or unleash it out on them. The least I can do is disagree, like or dislike, and go my way. Or if possible, at the end of the day, take it very mutual, take it very natural. Because I see politics as a game, and a dirty one at that. That definitely is almost for the selfish interest of most individuals. When it comes to politics, I don't see it as even the best way. Personally, that's my opinion, to make or build wealth, right? And that has been my own stance and take when it comes to politics. So I want to make it very clear and open that when it comes to content creation, everybody's opinion is valid, whether positive, negative, whether for the opposing party or for the proposing party. Whatsoever it is, everybody is entitled to their party as long as you are interested in politics, their leaders. Now, bringing it down to Ghana and Nigeria, we have President Nana Akufo-Addo, right? For Ghana, we have President Bola Tinubu for this country. There are people in Nigeria that love Tinubu, regardless of what we Nigerians are seeing Tinubu as or looking at Tinubu as. And there are some people too that they don't even want to hear the name Tinubu. There are also people in the country Ghana that loves President Nana Akufo-Addo and see him as their best leader. And on the other hand, there are people that don't even want to hear the name. And now, look at me, I am in between. I am not even a politician, neither am I even interested in my own country's politics. That's why you see that most times I avoid talking about political issues or political related issues, even for my country. Neither should I even think of talking about other people's politics. Because to me, what will even offer? What does even have to add to me, right? All I will always say, just like I've always said, is let a leader with a good heart and good intentions for the people come out and lead. That's me. And the only power we have is during the election, casting our vote for the right candidate, the person we actually think, without sentiment and bias, without our own selfish interest, would definitely be the right president. And for Nigeria, if you don't know, our vote does not count. I will say this anytime, any day, without mixing words. And I don't know what it is for the people of Ghana. I've not witnessed an election for Ghana, right? And I've not even taken my time to even research on Ghana politics or election, how it goes down. Because that is not my interest and it's not my focus. And I find out that so many people do not understand these things. And I take it that for an adult, because from the age of 18, you're already an adult, right? For an adult, a grown-up, to sit down and begin to take it personal, unleash your hate, your anger, your bitterness on an individual that does not even have anything to do with your politics, your president, it's for me an act of uncivilization. Yes, I would say it. It's an act of uncivilization and lack of exposure. Let me not use the word illiteracy, right? Because if you are rational enough, pragmatic enough, you will know that everybody is entitled to their opinion, their decisions, their perspective towards issues, towards things that are happening within and around them. And please, let it be on record that I do not, or I am not interested in politics as a game, right? But the politics of every country, being my interest, is for the leaders or appointed, voted leaders to kindly come out and deliver all their campaign promises. That is all I've always stood and will always stand for. So when it comes to Ghana politics, please, I Civic Inspirations, aka Victoria Chinyere, I am not creating my content with bias and sentiment for Nana Akufo-Addo. I've not seen President Nana Akufo-Addo with this my eyes. So many companies, so many hospitals, so many schools, so many people that I have promoted and exposed there, I have not seen them, even for Nigeria and even for Ghana. They don't know me. So for you to be taking it personal and unleashing your anger on me makes no sense. It makes no sense. And you can't even take because of that to tell me not to showcase the good things that are going on for Ghana and Nigeria, because it's a thing for me and it has become my passion, right, and my interest. So as long as I am interested in promoting, exposing the good things on the positive aspect, regardless, for Nigeria and Ghana, and also the things that are not positive, that are not good enough for Nigeria and Ghana, I will still come out and say, this one, Ghana no try, this one, Nigeria no try. That is me. I would say it because it is how it is, right? I cannot say things or sugarcoat things to just suit you or please you. I cannot even, disguise myself to please a certain person and displease the other people. Mine is equity and justice, fairness. Everything must be fair. If it is bad, it is bad. And that's why I said, I think it's high time I needed to come here, sit down, we talk about these things. And like I said, please, I don't know if you choose to take things personal. For me, I believe when I log out online here, I barely most times even think about the things of the internet. I focus in my real life. And the same thing with most of us. So it is only someone who is not rational, let me use that word, that would hold things to heart, begin to hate on me, begin to hate on people that have not offended you personally. And that's why you see when people come to my comment section to insult me, abuse me personally, I handle them personally. Because I cannot generalize. I take it that is how you are raised and that is your attitude. Then I will give it back to you accordingly. And if I don't do that, it will look as if maybe I don't know what I'm doing. A time will come on this platform, like I will always say that, you will come to understand me, and anyone who genuinely, willingly loved me, saw me and subscribed to me, and you're willing to stay, would say, okay, at the long run, politics have come and gone. Election has come and gone. New presidents will come and go. As long as we have life, as long as we are alive, we will remain. Then you will now know whether it is me taking side for this or taking side for that. So please, I want to beg of us, we are matured. I believe most people that watch me from all parts of the world are adults. When it comes to your political issues, handle it as citizens. And thirdly, or finally, before I wrap up, another observation and point I want to bring out here is that, you see, even as Nigerians are, and even as Ghanaians are, individually as citizens of different countries, different regions, different tribes, different culture, there is still fracas, there is still misunderstanding, right? Ghanaians who have their issues. It's not all Ghanaians that accept themselves as Ghanaians. They have their misunderstanding, they quarrel, even offline and online. Brothers and sisters, for God's sake, quarrel. Husband and wife quarrel, children quarrel. As people from the same family talk more of online, or people who are of different countries. So it is normal, it is a thing that people must disagree to agree or continuously disagree. The same thing for Nigeria. There are Nigerians, even as Nigerians, we have our own banta, we have our own issues. There are celebrities, there are actors, actresses, there are families that disagree. So disagreement is always a thing. But where I will really not, feel comfortable and accept is when you want to continuously dwell with disagreement, hatred, bitterness, anger, acrimony. I would say I pity for anybody that is living their life in this 21st century based off all this kind of negative vibe and energy, because at the end of the day, by the time you will realize it, life has far past you and you will be living in abject pain, bitterness and anger. So I want to encourage us today, particularly those of you that have always stood your grounds to watch me and you solely believe in me. I want to say continue. And I want to also say I truly love and appreciate every effort that you look at me even as an imperfect human being, because I'm not here sitting here telling you that I am perfect. You are not perfect. I am not perfect. Our leaders are not perfect. We as citizens are not perfect. That's why the Bible says, let he that has not committed that sin cast the first stone. And even said, even our righteousness is like a filthy rag before him. So it means despite how self-righteous, self-acclaimed, self-known, self-knowledgeable we think we are, it's still like a filthy rag or nonsense before the eyes of God. So we are not perfect. Even as I'm talking to you, I'm not perfect. I learn on a daily basis. There are things I have never known about Ghana. In my course of, looking at Ghana and exposing Ghana and talking about Ghana, I have come to learn. I have come to love. Okay, let me even take it down to my family. Do you know that even my kids are now beginning to be addicted and drawn to the country Ghana, because they always see me every now and then talk about Ghana. They come to now believe and agree that, oh, indeed, there's a country called Ghana. And yes, the country is not just a common country as most Nigerians or we Africans commonize ourselves, put ourselves down to make ourselves look a certain way, particularly my country, Nigeria, with arrogance and pride. And I do not like it. So they come to see that, oh, I never knew that there's a country called Ghana that is this fine, have a lot of things going on for themselves. So it's an eye-opener to them. And not just them as my kids, but even people out there. I get this comment, oh, I never knew that this thing is happening in my country. I'm a Ghanaian, I'm here, I'm in this country, I'm in that country, right? And I'll be like, what? So you see that the job we are doing here, not just me alone, most of us as content creators are doing here. You might not like it, you might not accept it, you might not even appreciate it, but a time will come when you will know that what we are doing in exposition and promotion of these countries, Nigeria and Ghana, and some other countries, for all content creators that are dwelling in the positive side of exposing and promoting countries, a time will come when you people will know that, yes, the world has come to know so many things about Nigeria, Ghana, other countries through us, right? And that's why I encourage content creators more often to stand for positivity. Do not breed hate. Hatred is evil. Hatred is bad. Love conquers everything, right? So for all those promoting love, I want to say continue. For all those standing on the path of positivity as content creators, continue. Enough of the hate, enough of the rancor, enough of the bitterness. Okay, enough of the hatred, enough of the disrespect. I get people disrespect me even in other channels, indirectly, as Ghanaians. They use their language, they talk about me, they talk about some other content creators. But I see all these things, I just disregard, because I'm not cut out for such kind of energy. I'm not interested in that. Like I said, I will always say, I stand to represent my personality, my brand. You will not see it today, but in time to come, in the nearest future, by the grace of God, you will definitely see me heading towards that direction that I am professing and proclaiming today. So that's why I don't want to be a part and parcel to any form of hatred, bringing Ghana down, bringing Nigeria down, no. But when I see anything that is incriminating, that is bad, done by my country person, Nigeria, I do not encourage it, both in the secret and in the open. I don't support it. So I need you people to understand this about me, about what I represent, to clear the air, to clear the atmosphere. On my own account, though, I am representing myself, Unique Inspirations. I'm not speaking on behalf of anybody, right? But I am trying to attribute it to the positive ones and the like minds like myself, okay? So if you actually understand what I'm saying, you agree to what I'm saying, I want to say, let me know in the comment section and keep it up. If you are for positivity, let me know in the comment section. Whether you're a Ghanaian, whether you're a Nigerian, I love and respect every one of us as Africans, as West Africans. And particularly, I love the country Ghana with all my heart. From the first day the country Ghana caught my interest, I fell in love with the country Ghana. And I will never, ever take that love for granted. And the love you people show to me, I will not take it for granted. For my Nigerians too, on the other hand, the ones that are truly in support of what I do here, I do not take your love for granted. I cannot bring you down in any way or form to make myself look, exonerated or better. It means I am not well, okay, upstairs, right? Guys, I can go on and on, but I would like to stop here because I don't want this video to be too lengthy. And as you can see, I'm in a busy environment. Where I came out with my family to have a nice time on a Sunday like this. And I say, let me just come out here, sit out in the atmosphere of nature and life and make this video. Sorry if I've been sounding very, very loud. I was just trying to get you to hearing me very, very well. And naturally, I have a loud voice. When I try to talk, I'll have a loud voice. So Most times, even microphone can even burst when I'm talking. I have a very audible and loud voice, so don't take it as I'm being harsh, okay? And I want to say thank you for listening to me. And personally, all of you, those of you that have always stood for the love and support and positivity for West African countries like Nigeria, Ghana, because united we stand and divided we will fall. Hatred will not take us anywhere. Most of the things that contributed to the early death and demise of our past leaders is part of the hatred we're talking about, disunity we're talking about. And for how long we will continue? How long we will continue? No matter how bad we think our leaders are or how good we are, let's try to understand. Let's try to be patient. Let's try to, take it one step at the other, gradually with them. Praying for them, supporting them. Because at the end of the day, whatever your interest is that is personal to you, it will fade away. One day, it will just be you, yourself, and God. Right? At the end of the day. And what will you say that is the impact, is the blueprint you have left or you have lived in this world today, that others, even generations unborn, will come to see? If you are not thinking towards this direction and you allow the love of money, you allow the love for material things, you allow hate, you allow bitterness and acrimony becloud your sense of reasoning and judgment, I must say, may God have mercy upon you. Because do you know what? By the time you will realize time is far gone and you're left behind, wallowing in hatred, in bitterness, that will trap you, that will limit you from your growth, from your success, to achieve greater things in life. And you know that the universe responds to the things we say and we do, right? So I want to beg of us on the street of social media, even in reality, to embrace more love than hate, to shun bitterness, to shun acrimony, right? Embrace peace and unity. Because if we don't, by the time we realize it, we would have done more harm than good to ourselves, right? And if you embrace peace and unity, before you know it, you will see yourself way better, far better than you can ever imagine. I have never seen anywhere it's being recorded that anybody succeeded with hatred and bitterness. Rather, it destroys a man. It brings a man, a woman, a boy, a girl down. And that's why the Bible said, of all these things, the greatest of them is love. Sometimes what you're going through at the end of the day might not really be what you deserve. But because of your attitude, your approach towards people, towards other people, is what is limiting you and holding you back. So my dearly beloved citizens of Nigeria and Ghana, citizens of West Africa, citizens of Africa, whomever you are listening to me, I want to appeal to your conscience. Please, let's promote more love than hate. And as long as I stand here, I stand for love, I stand for peace. And that is what it is, right? So thank you so much, guys, if you have listened up till now. And for all of you who have always stood ground to support this channel, I want to promise you that in less than no time, with the love and support we show to each other here, we will definitely see ourselves as individuals, including myself, where we dream of to be at someday, sometime, very, very soon, right? Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough for taking your time out to listen to me to the end. Regardless of the distractions you patiently watched, may God bless you. And I want to say this new week, may it be fruitful, may it be blissful, may it be filled with a week of abundance. May all your heart desires be met, right? As citizens of Ghana and Nigeria. And if you definitely feel that what I have said today is not necessary to you, you can continue. Because all I've said here is a matter of choice and not by force. You can choose to take it or leave it respectfully, please. I would not even want anyone at this point to take it personal to continue with the disrespect, because you see this content creation thing we are doing is enough already that is messing up with our mental health, right, on a daily basis. And if you do not understand the stress and what it takes us to come out here with this content that you don't even see or like or appreciate, a time will come when you will definitely see that effort of us putting up content like this, when the world will see that Nigeria, Ghana, countries in West Africa will be known for the things they have, positively and not negatively, then you will say, yes, our impact is really working and it's really necessary. Some of you will say, don't talk about Ghana, don't talk about Ghana, don't talk about Ghana, talk about Nigeria. That is insensitivity and irrationality, right? So guys, I don't want to talk more than this. I've said a lot. I leave everything to us. At this point, whatever it is that are your thoughts, your opinion, feel free to leave them in the comment section respectfully, right? And I will gladly oblige by responding to your comments respectfully with love, peace and unity, right? Thank you so much, guys, if you've watched up till now. Sorry I took your time, but it's worth it. So that from today henceforth, the street of YouTube, the street of social media, based on the hate, the disagreements for Ghana and Nigeria, these two particular countries, and even South Africa, that is always at loggerhead with Nigeria, we will see reasons, even as Nigerians particularly, to stop our wrongdoings, our wrong attitude, as South Africans, as Ghanaians, and embrace peace and love, and see at the end of the day where we will definitely get to. Thank you so much. Remember to always keep it real safe and blessed out there till I come up here in my next episode. But for now, guys, this is me, Chibik Inspiration, saying do have a blissful, a successful, a blessed, and a peaceful week out there. Me, thank you, and God bless you. I love each and every one of you, my subscribers, my viewers, my supporters. I love you beyond words, and I will continue to love you from the depth of my heart. Thank you, and God bless you. For now, remain blessed. Bye, guys.